Good afternoon all. In previous lecture, we had discussed about the innate immunity. Let us discuss with the acquired immunity. Most important MCQ related to this, acquired immunity is memory based. As you know that in 8th chapter discussion, we had discussed about in acquired immunity the particular dosage of particular pathogen enter inside the body, and primary response is very slow. Primary response is very slow and long durative. And during primary response, the memory cells are formed, and these memory cells memorize the type of antigen attack on the body. As a result, here what happened? The same antigen can now coming in contact with the body second time, and then secondary response is given. So secondary response is very strong and short durative. Okay, so acquired immunity is memory based. Fine. Acquired immunity discriminate the self and non-self particle. It is species specific. Our body is coming in contact with the antigen, then and then this immunity power is activated. Secondary response is also known as anamnestic response. Fine. Here acquired immunity is based on two lymphocytes as you know that here the two lymphocytes as you know that the B cells produce the antibody. Antibody is also known as army protein of the body. Fine. And B cells produce the antibody. That type of the immunity is known as HIR or AMI. HIR means humoral immune response. Or we say that antibody mediated immunity. And T cells, it is responsible for CMI. Cell mediated immunity. Fine. Different types of cells are produced there, and in this way immunity power is given. Now you know that majority rejection of organ is controlled by or is done by mainly transplanted organ is rejected by it. So after transplantation of the organ, we have to diminish the immunity power. Okay, now the difference between active and passive immunity. See, active immunity in that the person is coming in contact with the antigen, live antigen or heat killed antigen, just for example vaccine. So if first time we are coming in contact with living or dead antigen and our body is able to produce the antibody against it, that type of the immunity is known as active immunity. But passive immunity in that our body is unable to produce the antibody against particular antigen. So, ready-made antibodies are introduced. Fine. That type of the immunity is known as passive immunity. Active immunity is durable and effective. It lives for long time. For example, if we take the vaccination against the polio virus, so throughout life we can't get polio at all. Why? Because our body immunity power trained against the polio virus. So when living polio virus can coming in contact with the body, our body is able to fight against it. Okay, so active immunity is durable and effective, whereas passive immunity is short-lived and less effective. When the proper dose of antigen can be coming in contact with the body, at that time the immunity power develops. And here, at the time of introduction of the antibody inside the body, immediately immunity develops. Active immunity creates the memory, but passive immunity, no immunological memory is there. At the time of recurrent contact with particular antigen against which our body is unable to produce the antibody, so at each and every time our body has to produce the has to take the antibody, ready-made antibody. Fine. So here it is memory based, and here no immunological memory is there. there is a no purpose of active immunity in immunodeficient host. If the person's immunity power is low, fine. So there is a no role of active immunity inside it, but applicable in immunodeficient host, it is effective there. Active immunity used as a prophylaxis to increase the immunity power or resistance power, but passive immunity used for treatment of acute infection only. Fine. So this is the difference between active and passive immunity. Okay. Now you know that the bone marrow is main lymphoid organ. Fine. See, you know that the bone marrow and thymus gland are primary lymphoid organ, but out of that, the bone marrow is main lymphoid organ of the body. So bone marrow produce the lymphocytes precursors, okay, that is known as stem cells. So if it is developed in the thymus gland, known as T cells, and some are developed there, known as B cells. You know that some of these stem cells move from the bone marrow to the thymus gland. Thymus gland, it is situated just nearer to the aorta in the region of chest. Fine. It gives the location and atmosphere for development of the lymphocytes, and that type of the cells known as T cells, and these cells are responsible for CMI, the cell mediated immunity. So here 4 types of the T cells are there: memory, Okay, four types of T cells are there. Memory T cells, memorize it. Suppressor T cell. The two main important thing for suppressor T cells. T cells distinguished between T cells distinguish between self and non-self particle. So it differentiate or isolate or recognize the self, the body cells and foreign particle. And another thing, the suppressor T cells maintain the function of the immunity power in such a way that our immunity power cannot attack on our body itself. Fine. So sometimes what happens? The helper T cells produce the positive response. Sometimes helper T cells produce the positive response and activate the killer cells. So killers or cytotoxic T cells known as TK and helper T cells. In short way, we remember this as a TH. Helper T cells helps the B cells to produce the antibody. Fine. Now, cytotoxic T cells cytotoxic cells or killer cells secrete lymphotoxins and perforins, and in this way it regulates the CMI. Sometimes helper T cells gives the positive response to B cells also to create the antibody. Fine. So now the B cells has two things: memory cells and plasma cells. Plasma cells produce the antibody, and you know that antibodies are immunoglobulins. Immunoglobulins can be represented by Ig. So there are five types of Ig: IgG, IgA, IgM, IgD and IgE. So this type of the immunity response is responsible for humoral immune response or antibody mediated immunity. Sometime helper T cells secrete sometimes helper T cells secrete interleukins ILS as well as lymphokines to control the immunity power, that is CMI. Now, according to the two types of the lymphocytes, previously I told you that CMI, AMI, right? So CMI is also known as CMIS. Yes, both are same, very easy. CMI or CMIS. Cell mediated immunity or cell mediated immune system. Similarly, by production of the antibody, AMI or AMIS. Yes, you know the full form of it. Antibody mediated immune system. Major portion of the immunity power, 60 to 70% depends on the T cells, based on the T cells. Helper T cells stimulate killer T cells and B cells. Helper T cells can stimulate the killer T cells and B cells. And now killer T cells and B cells produce its clones. According to which type of the immunity power the clones can be formed, that is known as clone selection. Fine. T cells helper T cells secrete lymphokines, and this lymphokines stimulates accumulation of WBC at injured or affected site. So generally, helper T cells stimulates the T cells and B cells to secrete the antibody, and along with that it secretes the lymphokines. Accumulation of the WBC at the affected area, and B cells. So helper T cells stimulates the B cells to produce antibody. Okay. Killer T cells produce the lymphotoxic substances. So after production of the lymphotoxic substances, it destroys antigens, and here the antigens are destroyed by the phagocytosis process. Along with that, it kills the cancerous cells. So here it destroys transplanted tumor cell and other foreign cells. killer T cells are responsible for CMI, the cell-mediated immunity or the cell-mediated immune system, as well as it destroy transplanted tumor cells, cancerous cells and other antigen cells. Now, suppressor T cells can be written as a TS. Suppressor T cells can be written as a TS. So it suppresses our immunity power and prevent the attack of our immunity system on our body. See, antibody immune mediated immunity system. Produce the antibody. Now here, the most important MCQ, antibody is gamma globulin. Antibody is also written as a immunoglobulin. Represented as a Ig. As you know that the immunoglobulin Ig 5 types are there, but immunoglobulin is also known as H2L2. Why? Because two heavy chains and 2 light chains. Okay, here antibody mediated immunity system, in that Y-shaped antibody is present. Here in Y-shaped, V-shaped region consists antigen binding site. In Y-shaped antibody, V-shaped, both the free ends of the V-shaped region, that consists antigen binding site, and here two heavy chains as well as two heavy chains and two light chains. Okay, two heavy chains with each other as well as two heavy chains and two light chains joined by disulfide bond. But here you remember that two light chains are not joined with each other. See, another point, as you know that the specific antigen binds to antibody, or specific antigen body binds with specific antigen. Okay, here antigen antibody binding process, that is known as lock and key process. specific antigen is determined by antibody, that region is known as antigen determining site, that is known as epitope site. And the specific antigen is again attached to the specific antibody, that site is known as paratope. So here this is the structure of the antibody. So I can stop right now here. Remaining things we will discuss in next lecture.